Hey guys, just a quick update. The cabin is, man, it's coming along so good. You can see we've stood a bunch of walls and we've got the room up there on the second story that's all framed up and ready to go. I got some help. There's lots, look, I'm not a builder. I don't know how to do this stuff. I just make it up as I go along, more or less. And so I got some help, and these guys are doing a great job. Hannah and I'll come back after they get the more technical stuff done. Hannah and I'll come back and keep working on it. I did build those stairs, by the way. Had a few guys with me. None of us had ever built stairs before, so we watched 2 YouTube videos and became immediate experts. And so we built those stairs. I'm going to take you inside and just give you a quick tour, give you an update of what all we've got done, and show you kind of what's going on. The roofers are about to put all of the framework on the roof. And then I hope we might have some tin on it by 2 or 3 days. So let's go take a look. So the first thing I want to show you that we've done is for a couple of years now, because I've had this cabin in my mind for a couple of years, I've been salvaging and finding cedar trees or cypress trees, and mosquitoes are out and biting me. I knew that I was going to use them in this cabin build when we got to it. And so what we've done, let's see here. I can't get any further back in the screen. This cedar tree is holding the beams. This is kind of the little porch. Here's this is actually the back door. When you have a house on the water, the street is the back, the water is the front. The creek's out there. That's the front door. So this is the back door. This is a little porch. It's an 8x8 porch. Those are beams. You're going to see those again, so keep those in the back of your mind. And then we took this split. Look at that beautiful sunset. See why I want to be here? We took this split cedar tree and we got it holding one side here, one side here. I think that's just the neatest thing. All right, so remember I told you just a minute ago you were going to see that beam again. Remember those beams. So see those little beams that are all going, whatever, you know what I'm trying to do. All those beams going that way, here they all are. And so they match, you can kind of see them right there. They match those beams out there on the back porch. Now, remember these beams, I showed you, there's another video, go back and watch it, called Pilings and Beams, or Beams and Pilings, something like that. And it's all about the pilings that we built the house on and the beams that are the main structural support for the roof. And so these beams, these 2 big massive beams, plus there's a third one right here, we dug them out of the creek right over there. They were part of an old cofferdam or a grist mill or something. I don't know, I can't find any history on it, so I don't know what it was. But I couldn't just, a big flood came through, uncovered it. Probably been there 100 years. I wasn't about to let it sit there and rot, so I dug it up and we're using it in the cabin.
Well, just dug that up out of the creek bed over here at the Tall Creek land. It is absolutely huge, and there's another one right there. No telling how old these are. You're gonna have to turn it sideways to even get it down the creek. His plan is to use it to build the cabin over here on Cottle Creek. They found this area in one of the feeder creeks where obviously an old bridge had been, or maybe there was a sawmill back here at one time, I don't know. But this is probably the 6th, I don't know, 5th or 6th beam, timber like this, he's pulled out right here to try to reuse. I think this one's probably the biggest one so far, but the one left in the water right there is going to be the biggest, if he can even get that one out.
I just wanted to show you this close-up of this beam so you can see the hew marks. Hew, H-E-W, I think that's how you say it. You would say this is a hand hewn beam. I think it's a H-E-W-N. And so you see those little up and down lines? Like, there's a good shot right there. Those are axe marks where somebody took an axe and went down the side of what was a tree and made it straight. And so you see how straight it is? Look, I can tell you that I could never accomplish that with an axe. And it's not just straight on the side. See, it's straight on the bottom too. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. A lot of work, a lot of history in that one log. So I wanted to give you the perspective of, again, this is, you're looking at the beams on the second floor, but this is the main living space. And this room, it's 16 feet this way and 24 feet this way. It is an all-in-one dining room, living room, you know, recreational, relaxation space. I'm gonna have a wood burning stove here. I bought this generator from a nice lady in Alford, Florida. It was basically new, but it was not quite new. And it'll be our backup power. So when our solar power, if our batteries get too low, we have a backup power unit here. If I pan over to the right, still standing in the kind of the middle of what's the living room, here's the bedroom. And of course I hate all that scaffolding's in there because it kind of clutters the view, but you see you got a window here and a window here and then a window here. And the bed will sit right in the middle. There's no wall, there's no separation. So if you're laying in the bed, you'll be able to see out the front window. This is the mechanical room. This is where the solar batteries and the inverter and all of that stuff will go in here. Plus, you know, like the breaker box and all that kind of stuff too. And then just general storage. This will be where we need to store stuff. Panning back over here. Here's the same door we were just at a few minutes ago. This, of course, is a bathroom. Oh, I got this great deal on a Weber grill the other day. It was on sale. It was on clearance, and so I bought it. Can't wait to hook it up. Got a stand-up shower. I wanted to do a tile shower, but I just didn't have the money. I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on it, and so this is a really low-budget build, y'all. We have not spent much money at all. Here's where the throne will go. Got this great view right out the window. Another window here. In case you ever come to visit, you can do your business and watch the world go by. And then this is the kitchen. And so we like lots of windows in our world. And by the way, we also don't put blinds or shades up. If you've ever stayed at our lake house, you know that every window's wide open. That's because, you know what, we like the view. We want to be able to see. So big window here, 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 then a massive window here. The kitchen sink's going to go right here. So as you wash dishes, you can look out and look at the creek. I'll clean up all that and get it all thinned out. Have a little cabinet space here. We have a big seed bin that I think we'll put right here. It's got all these drawers in it that kind of pull out and fold down. And so I think we're going to put it there and use it for storage space. And then over here, somehow we haven't quite sorted it out yet, but stove and refrigerator. Small little refrigerator out of an RV, and the stove is going to be a propane burning stove. And so what the guys were doing today was putting up these cedar posts and these big beams. And I hate I missed it, because I had been really looking forward to working on this part of the house, but it had to be done today because it was holding the roofer up. So the roofer and a couple other guys that we had working for us came out and did this today. I think it looks great. If you notice, we left I didn't cut all, I'm spinning around so you can see. I didn't cut all of the limbs off of this particular cedar tree. I even left them up high, left them down low. You got this one sticking right here. And I did that because what I wanted was to be able to hang a fern or a birdhouse or a hummingbird feeder or, you know, whatever. And so you got all these options and opportunities to hang stuff. And I just thought that was a really neat feature. This post is over here by the wall. It's kind of in the corner. Nobody's ever going to walk by it. At best, there'll be a chair. See, there's my chair, my relaxation chair. At best, there'll be a chair right there. But you know what, this will be fine. They won't ever hit it. These other two posts, they still have character. You know, when I cut them, I left the knot itself, but I cut the limbs off because I didn't want somebody coming by and getting, you know, jabbed in the side, or, you know, as everybody's grandmother says, you can put your eye out with that thing. I didn't want anybody losing an eye. And then this one is the straightest and smoothest of all because this is the door, right? This is what we would call the front door, and it comes out here to the creek. And there'll be a set of steps that go right down here. And that makes the need for this post to be very smooth because people are going to be walking by it all the time. And so I didn't want any protrusions any more than I could help. So it's the smoothest post I have, but it's also in keeping with the theme. See, I think we'll put one more of these beams from this post over. Now let me show you something right here. This is a neat feature, okay? This beam right here, you see how it sticks way out? Well, this is one of those big beams that we salvaged from the creek bed, and I just couldn't bring myself to cut it. So I told him, I said, let it hang out and I'll figure out something to do with it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but it was just way too neat of a feature and too, I don't know, historical maybe is a good word for it, for me to just cut it off and make it go away. So we left it hanging out. It looks kind of funny right now, but I have no doubt we're gonna be able to figure out something really cool to do with it. Hey, maybe in the comments below, give me your thoughts about what you think we could do with that big beam that's sticking out. Because remember, the porch roof is gonna come down over the top of it and sit on this beam and hang out. There's my redneck hot tub. The plan is, we bought this that's an old piece of a swing. Hannah bought it at a yard sale for like $3. So I'm gonna put a swing on it. Hopefully one day it won't be bright yellow. The steps will come down here. The plan is for a deck to spill out down there to where the redneck hot tub is. I'll have the redneck hot tub set up down there. The creek all right out there in the front. I'm gonna take you down there and let you listen to the creek for just a second. And this, to me, is what it's all about. This is Cottle Creek. Mostly a sand bottom with this limestone shelf right here. And it goes on up the creek. But I love this shoal right here. And I love the sound that it makes. I've sat here many a time and watched deer walk right across through there. I have a fruit orchard planted up there. I'll show you it soon. And then I've also watched many a deer, usually a mother and her fawn, that come out on that sandbar to drink water. It's always a treat to watch them. And then sometimes the ducks come in here about this time of the day and roost. I haven't seen any today, but I've been making a lot of noise, so it might have slipped in without me seeing them. It's a beautiful place, one of my favorite places in all the world. And there's the cabin. A couple of days I'll show you a video with the roof on. Until then, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you'll get notices about when we post new videos, and be sure to click that notifications button because it'll send you a notification that we've posted a new video. Check out that tree on the corner there, that cedar tree that I left all those limbs on. That is just so cool. Think about looking out that kitchen window right there at the hummingbird feeder hanging on one of those limbs, or the bird feeder hanging on one of those limbs, and how awesome that'll be. It'll be fantastic. Hey, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. I know I sure have. Take care.